Hey guys, what's up? I'm Hussein Tabi from HT Design, and today is the third lesson of Illustrator series. In this lesson, we are going to see how the grids and guides can help us in creating design proportionately and properly aligned. So without wasting time, let's move on.
So let's start with rulers. You can find rulers here. Go to the view and you have rulers here. Okay, the shortcut you can see here, it's Control R. Click here and you'll have rulers. What you have to do is you can just go here, hover over your mouse here and click. You can see the icon is changing here and just drag it. Okay, now there is something but it's not visible. This happens sometimes because in my previous file what I did, I actually hide the grids and guides, so that's why this is actually hidden. So right click and show guides, show grids. You can do show guides. I have a guide. We use rulers for guides. You can select this guide anytime and you can change it. Same here for vertical. So click here for horizontal and here for vertical. Okay, you can select all and you can move also like this and you can change accordingly. Now the question must be there in your mind who are the beginners, that why actually we use it. We used to make our layouts, compositions. Okay, if you are making something, what we can do, that here for example you plan something that I'll put a photograph here, I'll write something here, I'll do something else here, I'll do something else. So actually what we do is we create these guidelines here. So the text should be aligned properly, the photograph should be aligned properly. All right, when you go ahead after the basics, I'll show you some composition rules like rule of thirds and other things, colon ratio, and there are a lot of things when you have to be considered when you are making layouts. So for example, I don't know, but I just drag these guides here and let's say here, okay, now let me tell you that while we are learning this grids and guides, I want to show you by creating something. Okay, so I'll use some of the tools here, so don't worry about it, just do what I'm doing here, because one by one we will learn all these tools in detail. But to explain you how to use the grids and guides, I have to use some tools here right now. Okay, so I'll take this rectangle and you can see when I'm coming here, I can drag the rectangle as I want. I know now that I have particular this shape where I have to draw this or I have to write something. Now this is empty, there is nothing. You can see here this cross, that means there is nothing. You just double click here and you have a color palette. So for now let's make a red and you have a red rectangle, but this is not perfectly created here. Okay, as I zoom, I feel there is little off from the guide, so I delete this and I'll create again. But this time what I'll do, I'll go to the view and I have the smart guides already on. Okay, but I didn't snap before. So now you see when you come here, let me do one more thing here. Snap to grid, snap to point is on, guides are on. Okay, so I just go here and you can see this snapping here, see, and I'll go down, I'll go here, and now we have our rectangle particular in this part. If you want, you can create like here also, Okay, with different color. You can create here with different color. So it's your choice how you do it. Now, actually, when I'm making this one, something is, this box is actually reminding me something. There's one company in India, my student's company name is out of the box. Okay, so I think we can do something with this. Now I'm deleting this guys here. Or you keep it for now. Keep this here. I'll just hide the guides. Because later when I will place some text here, I'll need this. Okay. So now let's take a text tool. Just click here and type out. And I want this to be caps. So go to the type, change case, uppercase. But I need a little bold. So I'll go here and I'll type a different font. In this case, let's say Montserrat will be fine. With the bold. Second time, yeah, this one is nice. It's okay, I like it. So I'll place it here and I'll just, you can click here and you can scale it. But if you press shift and then you drag, you can scale proportionately. Okay, I'll take it a little down here. Now, you see here the T is aligned, but the O and U is not aligned. Okay, I don't want to go in detail in text actually. But for now what you can do, just right click and create outline. What this does, this will convert this into an outline. Now you cannot change the font, you cannot type the text. This is now a shape like this red rectangle. Okay, but now when I just ungroup this and I click on U, I can select and move it up and align this according to this one. You can press shift to drag straight. Now you see this is properly aligned. Now I'll select all and a little bit more scale I'll do here to align this properly. Good. And I'll make this black into a white. So while I was doing this, you must observe that, see, this is snapping here. This is because of this smart guide. Okay. I think it would be fine if this is a little bit down, not that much. So this should look like it is mixing in this white like this. Okay. And I guess I want this O to be bigger. So I'll shift and scale a bit more. I'll take this U and T and we'll take it a little down. But try to keep the distance same here. We'll learn in typography all these things. For now, I just want you to understand how these grids, these guides are actually helping us. Now let me on here the grid. You can see the dots. This is our grid. This is actually help us in drawing and creating things, and you can see this is aligned it properly or not. Okay. I want this U to exactly in this line, in the line of T. I'll create the U and I'll make it here. I'll create the T and I'll take it here. See, it's snapping properly on the points. So now you see this is properly aligned here. This is fine. So to maintain the proportion, okay, to make perfect aligned design, the grades, guides, everything will literally really help you a lot. So I can check here, like this is properly lined up or not here. Let's unhide. Show guides. So you can see this lined. Okay, this one. I select this shape OUNT and I take it up and align with this one. Okay, I guess this is actually properly on the grid, so this guide should come here. Okay, this is nice. And let's type now off the box. So I'll take the text here and I'll type off the box. Now what I want is I want this to start from here and end till here. Okay, so I have to adjust the tracking in between the box and in between the text. So I'll go to the character. Alright, and here you can adjust this tracking. And I want this tracking till here. Okay. So if I think that yes, I'm happy with it, I'll actually convert this to outline, create the outline, and now I'll adjust this. This is actually here on this grid, so you have to select this and align this properly. This is the help of these dots, the grid. Yeah, nice. So now I'll take this one, take this here, and I'll adjust it here. Okay, in the X you can see this one is bigger coming properly and this one is here. This is aligned. That's okay, because if I check this, let me go to the view and now off snap to grid, because when you off snap to grid it will not snap there. You can see the X is a little off here. Okay, the text is like that actually, but if you want to align, you can just select this one, this tool, you can select this one and just shift and drag it to here. Let me delete this, select this, that's it. Okay, but select both actually, because the shape will not be the same what we have. Okay, this is nice. Okay, and I'll make this one black. That's okay. Now I want to create something here. I actually just got something in my mind to continue this T. But if I take this detail here, I don't know how it will look, but there will be out. That means it will relate to this one. So if I just take this T, I select this 2 point, press shift to select multiple points. Press shift to drag straight, and when you see, it looks like this, but I think it's not. It's like a key here. Alright, so let's make another one. Let's make something which actually relates to it. So this is here my, and it will come, the O is here. Take it out. Okay, this is something nice. I'll just drag it a bit more, like to make this distance similar to this, not exact, but it should look like that. And let's see how it is. Okay, but I guess this O should be properly O, so I'll move this one, but this will not affect it. Press shift and drag straight. Yeah, I think this is nice. Okay, now I can take this one, select this 2 point and snap to this thing. So now you have this thing aligned here, the grid you can see here, the grid you can see here. Okay, the guides are all proper. Take this and try here, take this line and check everything should be on line. If no, then you have to adjust. Okay, I'll take this tool and just take this up. Okay, now this is actually the complete, let me undo. This is actually a group. Ungroup it and then select only the O and do it. Yeah. And let's try if I select all this. Press Ctrl G. Okay, let's take this guide and check here also it should be aligned properly. Show guides. And you see the O is not aligned here. From the top also. I want, actually it should finish here. So now I know where it should be. Right click and ungroup this. Select this and take it down. Okay. Now I'll hide guides. Select all this. Ctrl G again for grouping. I'll take this up a bit. A little down. Press with the arrow down to move it down. So now this will come, with a perfect gap. So you can see here, with the help of grids, guides and just the selection tools, selecting points, we made this logo. Okay, this is just a preparation of creating the logo, but there's another way of what are the things you should take care when you are sending it for printing or maybe for the signage cutting. You cannot send this, okay, because when you select you can see these things here. This should not be there. So we'll use some other tools to solve all these issues, but for now designing is like this. You just first design the options. Okay, now if the client want another one, So you just select this one and you can copy. Press Alt. You can see this icon is changing here, and just drag with pressing Shift. So Alt, drag and press Shift together with Alt. Do not release the Alt. Okay, and I'm snapping here on this grid for the proportion, and now I can change this. Like I'll select this one, I'll take this to select these points. Let's take this up, select this, take this up. Okay, now when I'm moving, you can see this different X, this line, this intersect is written there. This is because of the smart guide. If you don't have the smart guide on, you will not see all these things and you will not be able to snap it properly. Okay, so this is something else, a big change here. Or you can just take this O more, scale and scale vertically, and continue with F, of the box here down. Take this part also a bit up. Select this tool to move and scale up things like this, and then off the box also should be written here. That could be the third option, and so on. I mean, this is endless actually. So when I create a logo or something, I create almost 10 to 12 logos. If client want 2 to 3 options, then out of that 12, I myself decide which 2 or 3 is the best to send to the client, and then out of those 3 the client finalizes one, and then we start working on the one and make it more detailed and all. This is actually the procedure, and once the Illustrator is done, inshallah, I'll show you the procedure of creating the logo from research to the final output. Okay, there will be a complete different course of logo design, but first you have to master these basics, right? How to use grids, guides to align things, to create things. Okay, and don't worry about all those tools. What I should only practice those things, because from next class I'm going to teach you one by one all these tools with examples like this. Okay, otherwise the grids and guides are what? Nothing. You have a ruler and this is the grids or guides. Okay, you can hide ruler from here. Okay, you can show ruler, you can hide grids, you can show grid. If you don't like this points here, then you can go to the edit, preferences, grids and guides, and you can change here this points, this dots to the lines, and you will have this. Okay, but I always like the dots, so I'll go here, and I'll just make this dots. Okay, so this is enough, guys, to show you how the grids and guides actually helps you in creating something. So this is enough, and I'll see you in the next lesson. So if you like this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Hussein Tabi from HT Design.